deteriorate. 80% chance of rain on Monday, 60% on Tuesday, and then as that storm continues to pull off to the north, things will dry out for the latter part of the week.
Bill, thank you very much. Adam Carolla, the comedian. You probably know him from The Man Show or Crank Yankers. What you probably didn't know is he's a libertarian. He's here in Tampa tonight at the Strauss Center talking politics with conservative commentator Dennis Prager. And what I found out when I Skyped an interview with him from my house is he has strong political opinions, and he's not shy about telling you what they are. Adam, I know your time's kind of valuable here, so let's just kick things off. In Tampa this week, or this weekend, this week coming up, it's all about politics. And that's something that I've noticed with you, you certainly do not shy away from.
No. But, you know, to me, it's just another topic. I mean, it gets filed under politics, but it's really about liberty and family and society. So for me, it really covers everything, and why shy away from everything?
But does that hurt you with what you do? Because, you know, traditionally, when you think of Hollywood and the entertainment industry, it tends to lean more liberal, yet you strike me as somewhat of a libertarian, where your views are very much, you know, conservative on some things, not so much on others.
You know, I love the right to pick and choose every topic based on its own merits. There's a lot of guys that are like, well, I'm a Mopar man, so I'm only interested in Mopar, so I only like Hemi-Cudas and Challengers. And it's like, well, why? There's so many other cool cars out there. And for me, it's that way with politics. I wouldn't want to say I'm on this side of the aisle, on that side of the aisle, and thus I have to vote and walk in lockstep with all those guys on every topic when you can have an opinion about everything.
Talking about that, the show coming up this Saturday, you're tackling a lot of, you know, pretty heavy topics here. You know, afterlife, welfare, parenting, politics, things like that. It's going to be fun, it's going to be funny, but it's also going to have that serious side to it, isn't it?
I found with an audience, as long as they're listening and they want to hear your next sentence, they're entertained.
Okay, big crystal ball here. The federal election coming up. How do you see this playing out? I know it's still months away and anything can happen, but how do you see that playing out?
Well, I have no idea. I wish that people would vote with their heads and less with their hearts. And what I'm saying is, you know, if Barack Obama wins, it will be because the average person thinks he'd be a cool guy to have a beer with. Except for you'll never have a beer with that human being. Look, you'll have a beer with Mick Jagger before you'll have a beer with Barack Obama, and you're not going to have a beer with Mick Jagger. So my whole thing is I'm not going to have a beer with Romney either, and neither are you. Let somebody run the country who can do a good job of running the country like you run a business. And I don't mean just from a profit and loss standpoint, but any good business that's civically minded, that takes care of its employees. Stop voting because you think the dude is cool, because you're never going to meet the guy, and if you get close enough to him, you'll be tackled by a bunch of guys with earpieces.
Adam Carolla, thank you very much. I'm sure the show's going to be fantastic.
Thanks for having me.
Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager are on stage tonight at the Strauss Center. The show starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets start at $26.50. Meanwhile, here's another funny man hoping to cash in on the RNC crowd. He's here tonight in Tampa.
I'd like to start off by saying, as the King of America, land of the free, home of the Whopper.
Obviously best known for his President Bush impersonation, as well as his John Madden. Comedian Frank Caliendo has shows tonight at the Tampa Improv, 7:30 and 10 o'clock.
There is another special event this weekend at the Florida State Fairgrounds this time. Paul Fest. Ron Paul supporters are bringing in speakers and bands, including former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson today. You can also catch performances by Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. This event starts